My story continued. See, I'm doing this for a lot of friends who think they know me, my family, my cousins, people around the world internationally that know about acronyms or know me or think they know me. And my story and my journey is great. Like I was asked, what was your inspiration to write? And I think it was the people around me. I think Cavio and E40. Like E40 is like one of my favorite rappers. Why is he one of my favorite rappers? I seen the struggle. I seen him write. I've been around people who didn't understand his lingo, his slang at one time. The same way I was going through with my acronyms. People didn't get it at first until I changed my name into my progression in life. Because I do this for everybody. I'm one of them loving people, like one of them cool, laid back, just loving life and loving enjoying people. I love helping people. I'm not one of them people who would I consider myself a leader. I just feel as myself as a provider. When it came to the music industry, if it came to the streets, if it came to anything, I always try to be a good support. Why? Because I feel like all of us need good support, good team members. And in life, you take that journey in life. From the steps that I seen in the studio, dealing with people, scared of my gift because didn't know how to express my gift. Didn't even know I was a poet until people just kept on saying, you're just dope. You're very talented. And would run from it because I'm dealing with physical and mental and try to be on point. See, in my heart, I try to be the coolest brother, the coolest uncle, the coolest friend. I try to be that one person who don't judge. I don't judge because I walk a whole different life. And really don't walk. I mean, being in a wheelchair is just a struggle in itself. I'm very vulnerable to people. So I stay to myself. And that's what I think my son getting at me to get out more and to perform more like I always used to. Because I used to love performing all over the place because it was all about the finances. Because he didn't care about finances when it came to performing because I loved the art so well, I know how to pay myself. But as I started getting older, started seeing the art form changing and respecting the craft of others. Like 15 years ago, in 2003, when George and Me, Black Ice, Poetry, Lamone, some of the greats I could just name off the tip of my tongue, won Best Theatrical Performance on Broadway. First time ever that the cast wrote their own stuff. Never been done before. And then understanding the world of publishing. That's where I became well known about. When you own your publishing. Because when you own what you write and they keep playing it over and over, that's taking care of you for the rest of your life because you created the entertainment to help others. Being around people who know how to use words to uplift, to inspire people. Like me, people know me for sending out inspirational messages on Twitter, Facebook, now Instagram. That's what I always love doing because I know we all need a positive word. And every day I would just get up and just write to motivate myself. And if it worked for me, I know it would work for the world. Because this daily struggle is hard. I mean, very hard. Coming up with styles that I done for myself. Because people ask me, how do you rap like that? And I said, I don't rap, I do poetry. He said, but you sound different. You don't sound like a rapper and you don't sound like a poet, but you're dope. I think it's my upbringing. That's why I say again, I thank E40 and Cavio for who I am today as a writer. But as a spitter, I have to thank two people, and at the time they was 13 years old. Some kids taught me how to spit, because when I got out the hospital, I was only breathing on one lung, and I always had to breathe in this machine to build the strength of my lung up. But being in Sacramento, Sacramento had this style we called the Sacramento sickness. It's like Sibo did it, Brother Lynch did it, Young Meek did it, just to name a few artists. But the artists who like inspired me, like pushed me to that edge, like had me wanting to spit was AD, aka the American Dream, and Todd, aka known as T Nutty around the world. Like these young brothers taught me how to spit because I couldn't go up to E40, Sibo, Richie Rich, all these rappers, but like, hey, man, how you spit like that? I like that. Knowing I was injured on one lung, and I know they probably would have helped me if I asked, but I feel like a young teenage young man, you know, in my late teens, early 20s, couldn't just go up to know somebody my age or a little bit older than me. So it was easier to ask the kids in the neighborhood. And to this day, I thank T Nutty, I thank AD, the American Dream, because I wouldn't be who I am if they didn't take the time to teach me how to breathe again, which helped my lung become stronger. As I value this art, I value people. I value the human race, but I really value the melanated people, you know. I'm one of them brothers who grew up asking my mother, why do I have green eyes? And she used to always tell me for years, you're special. You're just special. You're my baby, you're special. But when I was around 15, 16, I got tired of special. I wanted to know what's my nationality? Who are we? Why do I get treated different than other people? Why is it like this in the world? And as I got older, started researching knowledge, started doing my research, started doing educating myself, I became that person who I was looking for and for other people to look up to. And I'm not a person to look up to. I'm just a person who loves to exchange knowledge, love to build, love to create. You know, I'm a writer. I'm a poet. I'm a griot. I'm a role model. I'm a motivational speaker. I do this for everybody, but especially for all melanated people across the world. The Aboriginals, the Asiatics, the Africans. This is who we are. And I'm glad to be blessed. I do this for poetry. I am here for poetry. But I will speak on about poetry a little bit more. But I hope you guys understand. I am here for you. This is my story. And this is just part 2. And my son kept on saying, Dad, just keep dropping content. People will understand. Because I know there's people that's struggling. And I know how hard it is. I'm in a wheelchair struggling every day. If I gotta hustle, if I gotta sell newspapers, if I gotta sell music, if I gotta sell verses, I do whatever it takes to make this art possible. It's hard, but I wish I could meet people who think like-minded, who want to see poetry on the same level as hip-hop or even better. Because poetry should be treated as like a fine glass of wine. That's how I look at each artist. You know, I don't like slam, but it needs to be there and implemented because I'm one of them brothers who fight for illiteracy. I fight for illiteracy. Out of every 10 kids, now 7 to 8 of them don't know how to read or write and get very defensive because that's what they do. That's what a lot of kids do. They get defensive because they know they are being tested on their intelligence. And they know ignorance. And ignorance doesn't mean you're dumb. It just means not knowing. And see, I'm not here to put nobody down. I would love to bring everybody up. I'm the type of dude, if I win the lottery, I'm sharing that with all my family and friends and my family members. I love you all. That's what life is all about, love. Let's share. Let's build. Like me, I thank the people that I've been around who inspire me. What makes it great. And what makes it great is us as we work together. I am a poet. I am the illest poet on the planet. My name is Akronems, and I will be back with part 3. And I hope you love what you hear. Hope we can build. I am on all the social media markets. If you want to get to know me, let's talk. Let's build. Let's create shows. Let's create a future for our unborn relatives of tomorrow. This is who we are. This is who we be. Let's love life together. Thank you.